I found myself in a strange land, stranded, lost, and broke. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Adejoke Balogun again. I am very happy and excited to be on camera today again. And you know what? I'm super excited today because today is my birthday. You all here. So today I want to share with you an inspiring story. And I hope this little story of mine can get to inspire somebody out there. And the story is just all about when I left the country. If this is your first time of joining this channel, I want to welcome you to this channel. And of course, you are highly welcome. Please remember to subscribe, like, and click on the notification bell. If you have been a fan from day one, I really want to welcome you again. Thank you for your support and thank you for always having my back. So, you know what? I'm really excited to share a little bit of my story, my journey right from Nigeria, how I got Nigeria to America, and how I got to Canada. So I'm super excited to share my story with you guys today. So, well, it is not really about me, right? This story is not really about me, but this is about inspiring somebody out there, somebody that needs to listen to something that would give them hope and an inspiration that would help them to make that particular decision they've been struggling with. Well, with me, it was a little bit different. I mean, I've always been this person that every Christmas time of the year, I'm always reflecting on, oh my goodness, I really wish I could spend my Christmas period outside of the country. I really wish I could travel outside of the world to go and see how Christmas is being celebrated. Oh, I love that white Christmas. I love this, I love that about the Western world. But here I am today. I can practically say I am happily made it. I made it. Yes, I can say I made it. How did I make it happen? It doesn't just happen in a day, because Rome was not built in a day, right? I'm about to share that journey with you guys, and I hope this is going to inspire somebody out there. I wanted to do better for myself. I wanted some other people can do it, and I can definitely make this happen. The process of me trying to apply for my visa and all that, it all started in a twinkle of an eye. I didn't even plan for it. It all just happened, and that was when I begin to have the hope and the faith that, oh, this is not only my doing, this is God's doing, right? Whatever your journey is in life, your maker, your God, that God that you believe in, has one or two other things to do with it. So you can definitely start from somewhere and take that leap of faith, just like I did back then. Many of us, we leave our countries, we think about, oh, when you get to this place, when you get to America, when you get to US, when you get to Canada, when I get to England, you know, all these Western places, when I get there, I'm going to be driving a big car, I'm going to be living in mansion, everything is going to be all rosy. But trust me, it is not all that easy. It is not. Like in my case, I left my country with how much? Just $60 in my pocket. $60. You can imagine. You left your country with $60 in your pocket. I can't even calculate how much it was at that time. Maybe around 100,000 naira as an amount of money in my hand. And when I got to that JFK airport, I remember when I got there at that time, I was like, oh yeah, here I am. I could remember my word. I said, oh, here I am, America. Here I come, America. And then I looked straight ahead. I saw the train right in front of me, and I was like, oh no, where to go now? I don't even know where to go. I don't know anybody. And then I decided to do something. I was supposed to go to my school directly, because I mean, as a student, you were supposed to just go straight to your school without having to know anybody. I didn't go directly to my school. I went to a friend's place, someone I connected with from Nigeria that actually helped me, and they came to pick me up at the airport at that time. Before I even got to where I would take the bus, it was really struggle, because I had my big box back then. I had two boxes and I had one backpack. behind my back, and I was struggling with the two to drag those two things. It wasn't really easy for me. I spoke with one man. We were on the flight together, and then he was like a lecturer in one of this university talking, and he was like, "Oh, what are you here for in America?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm here to study, and but I don't really wish to go ahead and go straight to the school at the moment because I still have enough time for my resumption time." But what is the problem? I don't even have anywhere to go. I don't even know anybody to talk to. And this is what actually inspired me the most, that indeed there is somebody out there for you that is going to definitely help you. When I was struggling to drag my bag and all that, there was this guy that actually walked up to me and said, "Okay, oh lady, do you need some help? I can definitely help you. Where are you going to?" And then he took all the two of my boxes. He saw that I was very tired, struggling with my boxes and all that. And then he was like, "You know what, where exactly are you going to?" And I was like, "I don't know anywhere I'm going to right now. The person that was supposed to come and pick me up is not here yet. I've been trying to connect with the person. My phone is not working, and I don't really know how to connect with this person because I had this Camon C9. Yeah, Camon Techno Camon C9. It wasn't even working at all. My All my network went off. I was not actually looking for where to look for a Wi-Fi and all that. But with the help of this guy, he was able to help me, and I asked him, how can I get to Maryland? Because I specifically I knew where I was going to at that time, but I don't know how to get there. I don't know how to maneuver. Being the first time of me traveling outside of my country, and then he was able to like direct me, and he helped me. He was like, "Oh, do you have money? Do you have this one?" I said, "Oh no, I don't have anything on me right now. The only amount that I have on me right now is um $60." And then he helped me to where I would take the bus to where I am going to take another bus going to Maryland. Imagine, out of $60, I had to buy a ticket. I had to get a ticket of $18. $18 ticket, which I bought that day. And I had how much left? $42 left in my in my in my purse this day. And then with $42, thinking in my head, "Adejoke, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing in this strange land? Do you think you're one Messiah or something, like one James Bond?" Yeah, I was actually thinking of those things in my head, in my heart. But then I had that faith that yes, I mean, if this person that I actually connected with from Nigeria is able to pick up my call, I will definitely make it happen and scale through. Lo and behold, I was able to get connected with a Wi-Fi and all that. My I could remember the jacket I had at that time. It wasn't even enough to it wasn't enough for the cold at that time because I believe it was around winter, during winter, yes, 31st of December. It was during winter, and then it was a little bit getting cold. And I had this my life jacket on. I saw this guy that was selling, what do you call it? This art. I was selling all these warm items. And then I branched the place with my two boxes. He knew I was new in the country. And then he asked me, "Oh, are you new?" I said, "Yes, I'm new." He asked me, "What do you want to buy?" I said, "Oh, I'm looking at all these stuffs that you had here, but I don't think I have the money to buy them because they look so expensive." And then he was like, "Oh, okay, you know what I'm going to do for you?" And then he took one out of the cap. That art you're looking there right now is the art that the guy gave to me. I said I was going to keep this art, and then I was going to make a story out of this to inspire somebody out there. Because I didn't have anybody, I didn't have enough on me, although I had some money in my bank account in Nigeria, but with my Naira card, it was not enough. It was not enough. So I had to I just kept going. So this guy was able to give me one hat, which I put on my head to keep me warm. And then he gave me, I believe, maybe hand gloves. Yeah, he gave me some hand glove as well. So I was able to like use that one, and I felt a little bit warm, and I was like so happy. It was like as if God has just sent me an angel that day. I was super happy. And then I felt relieved that, oh, I mean, in a strange land, I can't even believe that some people can be this nice. And then he asked me to sit down a little bit because he saw that I was very, very tired. I was really tired and I really needed help. I mean, that day, I believe there are angels. Honestly, I believe there are angels. And this angel that I'm talking about went ahead, took the two of my buses, and then took me to that bus station where I would take a bus going to Maryland. And then you know what? Guess what? With my $42, I was supposed to pay for another, I believe, $60. Yeah, $60 bus ticket that would take me to Maryland from New York at that period. Lo and behold, my angel paid for me. He paid. He took the money out of his pocket and said, "Okay, you know what? I'm not sure if you had enough on you, but I'm going to give this to you. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to pay me back." And I was like, "Are you sure I don't have to pay you back? If I start working, I'm going to give you this money." He was like, "No, no, 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 you don't have to worry about it. It's fine. It's just nothing. Just, I want you to just take care of yourself." And then I started crying. I busted into these tears, and it was really, really emotional for me to see somebody out there trying to help people. I don't know what my parent has done. I don't know what I have done in the past to people to help people as well. But maybe one way or the other, somebody I had helped somebody out there, or maybe somebody that my parents in the past had helped or something, came back to help me this day. I mean, up until this moment that I'm sharing this my testimony with you guys, I'm still really, really amazed and still in shock with this my story. So I got to Maryland, and then I was able to connect with that my friend, because I mean I was able to connect earlier on Wi-Fi to text him that I'm here. In few hours I'll be in Maryland. And then we were able to connect, and he was able to pick me up. I'm grateful for those people, because without them, I don't know where I would have been. I don't know what would have happened to me in a strange land, broke, stranded, and even without financial support. If I had some money, maybe I would have said, okay, let me go into an hotel, rent some hotel, and get to do this. But you know what? I kept going. I didn't give up. I kept pushing. And you remember, I had a mission of going to school. I was supposed to go back to school, but I didn't go to that school at that time because it was not the resumption time. It was not the resumption period. So again, when I got there, when I got to school, I was able to do my registration. I completed all my registration, and it was time for me to start my lecture. And then it was time for me to make payment for my first school fees, although I already paid some part of my school fees, which actually allowed me to go into the orientation room. I was able to, that was not even a problem at all, because I already had some money deposited, and that gave me access to have access into the orientation room at that time. And it was time for me to start my registration. I did all the registration necessary, but there was no place for me to sleep. Hey, goodness. There was no place for me to sleep. Even when I got to the school, I had to go and talk to some of the people that work in the school. I went to the HR, I went to the admin, and they were the one that actually advised me to go and sleep in the hostel, because the hostel usually it's meant for the people that had the hotel or the hostel booked for people that are coming from outside of the country. I didn't book any hostel. I didn't do anything. But I just felt like, okay, let's just keep going. Maybe things is going to happen. We don't know. I just believe that God sent me an angel from different angles. I don't even have anything to eat. I had raw foods in my boxes. I had raw items in my boxes. Lo and behold, the hostel, the room they gave me at that day, there was this Chinese girl who made this noodles. Like, she made that noodles out of microwave, and then it was really white for me. Like, for some few days I'd not eaten anything, and I was like, okay, what kind of food is this? But anyway, I had to eat it, because I didn't want her to feel bad about giving me any food like that. But I was able to eat it. This lady offered me a new shirt, a new head warmer, a new pajamas, and everything, and she gave me all of those things. And she said, you know what, don't worry, I have some apple in the fridge. You can open the freezer, take it and of course eat it and enjoy yours. From that moment, I just believed that God part of my journey. And then I kept going. I wanted to give up. Honestly, I wanted to give up. I wanted to give up on my dream. I wanted to say, oh no, I don't think I can do this anymore. Maybe I should just go back. At least I still have some money in my bank account. I can still manage that for some period, and that can definitely help me. But another thing, that courage, that hope in me again changed that thought. It was like as if I had two people talking to me at the same time, saying, oh, you can do this. There was one saying, oh, you better go back to your country. This is not like Nigeria where you can get to do anything you like, you want. I mean, anything you want to do. But here, I was like, oh, the other one was saying, you can do it, keep going, you can move it, make it happen. And then, you know what? I followed the second voice and I was super happy that I did. And today, here I am. I can practically say I am super happy and I'm excited about it. Because with all this journey, it actually strengthens me. It gives me hope. It gives me that relief and that strength that I needed to start my journey. And then the journey started, and it wasn't easy for some period, for some months. And then from there, I was able to connect with my uncle in Florida, book me a flight ticket. I went to Florida. When I got there, things were not really easy for me because I thought I could transfer my study to Florida. But it was not an easy process. But everything as on that side was done. It was time for me to start a walk. I mean, to start walking. I thought this was how it's going to be very easy and rosy, but it wasn't that easy. It wasn't something that comes easy that way. I was able to like connect with people. I decided to stand up. I rise and talk to people, talk to them about my challenges, see what they can get to help me about. So with the help of people that I know around me, I remember my cousin was the one that actually spoke with one man who helped me to secure a little job in a store, and that was how I began to start my journey, and every of my stories started changing. So you know what? This is not all about me. It's all about having to give somebody that hope, that strength that you needed to move on. Maybe a little bit of an action would help you to move ahead. Maybe a little bit of hope or of strength or faith can move you ahead in whatever journey you or whatever decision you are trying to make. And trust me, nobody say it's going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but then if you don't give up, you can make it happen. You don't know when that help will come. You don't know when the help will come, and you don't know where it's going to come from. It might probably feels like your dreams are impossible. I want you to know that there is nothing called impossibility. If you remove the I am in front of the impossibility, there is what? Possibility and positivity. So you can always go on ahead and make it happen. Don't give up on your dreams. Keep pushing, keep going, and you can find yourself in a very amazing situation. At the end, your futures are in your hands. Your struggles are temporary. Keep pushing and don't give up on it. And if my story inspired you, if you have been inspired one way or the other by my story, I want you to share it with somebody that needs hope out there. Share it with somebody that needs to listen or to hear about this. And you know what? There's something I want you to do for me before we leave this session for today. I want you to go into the comment section, comment and share. Have you ever been stranded in life? Share in the comment section. I'd love to read and hear your story as well. And I hope this has inspired somebody out there. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.